thank you for the super chat. They say, God bless you, Jake. I wanted to first clarify last stream. I thought you said that XRP won't hit 4 digits until the Clarity Act, but will hit 3 digits with other catalysts. Did I mishear or misunderstand? You know, I really think 3 and 4 digits are both possible prior to the Clarity Act. I think that 3 digits is much more likely prior to the Clarity Act, and 4 digits could absolutely come after the Clarity Act. And the reason for that is it really can't start being used for back-end settlement until it's at least 3 digits at scale, you know, for the back-end settlement of the stock market or for SWIFT or for FX or commodities. And then, you know, once we know how it's regulated and how it can be used and transacted with, banks can already hold crypto to be able to settle transactions. The OCC has given them the authority to do so. So, you know, that means they can hold XRP. XRP, in my mind, is already a commodity here in the U.S. Because, you know, the CFTC, obviously, Caroline has gone on to MoonPay at this point, but she met with Brad frequently when she was at the CFTC, and XRP is obviously listed on Bitnomial with a USD pair and traded as a commodity alongside Bitcoin and ETH. So, all that being said, I think it's in a unique position to be used in a crisis moment, and we'll have a supply shock that pushes it to at least 3 digits. But 4 digits could happen before the Clarity Act, but I think I don't have a certainty on that. It could be that 4 digits does not happen until after the Clarity Act is passed. The other thing I would say is I don't know when the Clarity Act is going to be passed. If we don't get to some type of consensus on it here in the next really week, it's going to be very difficult, and it could be a much longer path to market for regulation here in the U.S. So let's say, you know, we go another week, they finally get something drafted, it's put up for vote. Congress is really going to be focused on the funding bill toward the end of this month. If they don't get that passed, the government's going to shut down again. And they're not going to allow competing bills to take away from that. And we saw, even with focus on that, we had a government shutdown of 40 plus days last year. If, you know, something similar were to take place, we're really into March and midterms at that